Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, click the bell to be notified of future videos. This block is called Fractured Square. It finishes at 12 inches. Here is the diagram. We have just squares and half square triangles in this block. Here's what it looks like set block to block. It looks pretty busy in this one. This is a different layout that I've been doing, so I'm trying out this new layout and you can tell me how you like it or not. For the dark fabric, which is inside this large square, we have patch B, and we cut 5 at 2 7/8 inch squares for the 2 at a time half square triangle method. Or for patches, you cut in half once diagonally for 10 patches. The corner accent fabric, that's this accent fabric in all these corners, the yellow, and that is patch A. We cut 8 2 1/2 inch squares. The inner accent fabric is the lighter blue fabric inside the block, and that is patch B. We cut 10 at 2 7/8 inch squares for 2 at a time half square triangles. Or for patches, we cut in half once diagonally for 20 patches. For the background fabric, we have both patch A and B. For patch A, we cut 8 at 2 1/2 inch squares. For patch B, we cut 5 at 2 7/8 inch squares for 2 at a time half square triangles. Or for patches, we cut in half once diagonally for 10 patches. Here are the AccuQuilt dies that will cut patch A, which is a 2 inch finished square, and patch B, which is a 2 inch finished half square triangle. The first thing we're going to do is piece all of our half square triangles, and we'll make 10 of this variety and 10 of this variety. Here are the squares, and this is our corner accent fabric. All of these go in the 4 corners. These are the half square triangle squares, and we'll make our half square triangles with this. We'll take half of them will be paired like this, and the other half will be paired like this. We'll use the 2 at a time method to piece the half square triangles. So if you're not familiar with this method, stay tuned for a short tutorial that shows you how, and we'll make 10 of each. On the back side of the light fabric, we're going to draw a diagonal line, put the fabrics together, right sides together, and we're going to stitch on either side of the diagonal line. Here is the diagonal line drawn, and then the stitching on both sides. Now we cut this in half along the diagonal line. Then we have our 2 half square triangles. Press the seams open and cut off the nubs. Our half square triangles are done, and I've got them separated into 2 stacks. For step 2, we're going to sew 3 different sets of the half square triangles, and we look at the diagrams for these. The one in the center we make 1, and this one we make 2, and then the opposite or mirror image we make another 2. So a total of 5. I just look at the diagram, and the first one that we make 1 will go like this. We'll stitch these 2 together, then these 2, press the seams, and then stitch the 2 rows together. Then we'll have 1 of these. The next one, we'll take these patches and we place them like this. Sew them together the same way, and you'll make 2 of these. For the third one, it's similar but opposite. These go together like this. Make 2 of those. We have our 3 different 4 patch units made with the half square triangles. We'll put those aside for now. Now we take the A patches, and we're going to make 4 patch units. Oops. Stitch these 2 together, and these 2, Press the seams and stitch the 2 rows together, and we'll make 4 of these. And now all of our 4 patch units are done. What we do next is just look at our diagram, and we're going to put the block together. And there's our block. I have it on the Prop-It board. If you look, we have a grid here of 3 across and 3 down. So it's a 3 by 3 grid. Since this is a 12-inch block, each unit in each grid needs to finish at 4 inches. So we see here we have 2 inch squares and we have 2-inch half square triangles. So it all comes out. Now we'll just sew the top units together, the middle units, and the bottom units. Press the seams and then sew the rows together. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and while you're at it, click the bell to be notified of future videos.